Hi, international publicist Michelle Tennant-Nicholson here. This is a homesteading update. We are in Lake Lure and we're calling this the Red Bridge Farm. We took somebody who had put some graffiti on, and then we took some rocks and made it our own. And I've been hanging a hammock down here while my husband's been putzing around on our property. If you walk up, you can see here where we've got some work done. You come into the property this way. Now you can see down there the bridge fell down. We bought it that way, and then that building is the only thing that we've had so far. So we've been slowly but surely clearing so that we can have a house. I'm just going to walk through the property. I've got my flip-flops on today, so I'm not going to be doing anything that we couldn't just walk easily. So we've been clearing the kudzu. Shannon's been doing the lion's share of all the work. I just am here for moral support, more or less, because he's such a workhorse. And he brings his excavator down here to work. And here he is. So we have a nice record of this. Why don't you talk a little bit about the work you've done? Today is August 14th, 2022. Our little owl. What work have you done to date since we bought it this winter?
Oh, well, I've been doing some clearing. It's quite changed from what it was. It used to be where that stump is right there. There was about a 30-foot tall tree that was encased in kudzu, and I cut that down, cut it up, and burned all that. This tree here, I've kind of stacked it up. It used to be coming out this way, but I cut it in some sections and stacked it. Most of this brush here, I'm going to burn that today. That brush pile is from down here. So I've done a good bit of clearing down by the creek.
And how'd you do the clearing?
I'm doing that with the excavator. So all down there, where you see as it slopes down, all that was thick with brush, just like what you see beyond that. Same over here. All of this, where you see bare dirt right here. This was all really thick with brush. Really thick all through here.
I would not have been able to walk in my flip-flops here last time,
No.
just a few weeks ago.
We actually couldn't walk at all, no matter what you had on. It was so thick with brush, but I've cleared out a lot of that. Actually cleared it out now where you can walk right up to the creek. Watch that, but you can walk right up to the edge of the creek here.
This is great, Shannon. It's the first time I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
Since he did this with the excavator a few weekends ago.
The reason I cleared it out is because on the other side you see maybe those pink flags right there. So this is going to be the future bridge site right here. The bridge will span this. It's going to be a 30-foot long, 12-foot wide bridge. And it's going to span this part of the creek here, and then this is going to be the future driveway right here. And up to the left of the cabin there, so a couple of these small trees here, I'm gonna knock them down and clear that out. And there'll be a drive straight up through and straight through where you can see the blue tarps right now. That's old reclaimed lumber from the barn that collapsed.
Well, if I had my work boots on, I could probably walk through here, but I'm gonna walk around. We'll see. I can see a path. Hold on.
Be careful if you walk through there, because your feet are unprotected.
I got it. Okay, I'm just going to walk right through here. I forgot my work boots, everybody, so that's what's going on. Oh, look, there's some scat. Look at that. That looks like, what do you think that is?
I can't see it. Let's see. It's gravel.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gravel from probably where let me just make sure this is okay.
He doesn't want me to get on a snake.
Well, I saw a copperhead out here, and you know, it's not going to purposefully bother us, but they're very well camouflaged, and if you step on it, it will certainly be alarmed.
You just don't want me to get in the way of your excavating for a hospital run.
Well, I don't want you to get hurt by getting bit by a venomous snake.
Here, I don't know if I'm in here or not. There we are.
Oh, hi.
All right, show me the new driveway.
All right, sure.
So someday we'll be able to drive our cars up here?
So actually, yeah, like looking through here, this is where the driveway will be, right through here.
Okay.
And up through here. And you can probably walk through here, babe. This is actually pretty clear.
Yeah, you've done a good job, actually. Wow, this used to be so thick with brush.
Yeah, this is pretty overgrown. It's not anymore. Oh, it's a little bit muddy still. This clay is.
Well, I can always wash my feet. We got a lot of work to do on that barn. That's going to be the fall project. Reclaim that barn.
And then all this will be gone, of course, this dirt here. I'm just piling it up right here. It's taken away a little bit from the bank here, and I'll carve out some more from that bank. So this will be at least 12 to 14 feet wide through here.
And for the people who are also doing excavation projects, any tidbits for them?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what it took to do this. You did it all. So maybe somebody watching on YouTube may say, oh, I wonder what he did, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm still learning the fluidity of the controls, you know, to maximize the movement on the machine by moving in multiple ways at once. But I guess the main thing is when you're working in tight areas like that, just be cautious of your surroundings, because the machine I have is a tight turn machine, which means it's not zero overhang. It has a small, about 4 to 5 inch overhang on it, which means when I'm turning the machine on the main swivel, that you know, you can, if you're up tight against something like a tree, you can hit that tree by accident. I haven't so far, you know, knock on wood, but it's possible. Also, I think the other thing to remember is I'm knocking down some trees. It's a small machine, but it's able to knock down big trees. And
I can't believe how much I can walk up here while you're talking like this in my flip-flops.
Yeah,
this is amazing. I mean, I've not been able to do this at all. I've had to have big old work boots.
I'll show you where the house site is. We're headed up there now.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Did you say anything else about your...
Well, I've knocked down some big trees, and the thing to be careful about that is to make sure that you know where that tree is going to go before you loosen the roots up on it. Because once you loosen the roots up on it, it's going to go. And make sure you know which direction it's going to go and not be in its path. Here's some of the fallen timber that I've taken out of here. A lot of it was rotten. But these are, those are just freshly knocked down maple. And we had a maple up here in the house site that was leaning at about a 10 to 15 degree pitch. leaning toward the house site. These trees couldn't possibly stay. Very similar to this oak here. This oak is also leaning. That oak will have to go, unfortunately, because it is leaning directly over the house site. But that maple was the same size as that oak, and that maple was right here, and it was already leaning. So I gave it a couple of big pushes with the excavator, loosen the roots up, and let her drop. Exactly where it was leaning, which was right through here.
So this is where the house is.
Yeah, there's small trees in here. I'm leaving these for now because these are so easy to pluck out of the ground that I'll just do that later. And for now, it just provides the area with a little bit of shade. And there's a whole lot more to do, of course. That big oak's got to come down. There's quite a bit of rhodo over here that needs to be cleared.
A lot of what?
Rhododendron, rhodo. But it's starting to shape up. It's starting to. You can walk up here now. Like at one time, you couldn't even.
That's
walk
true.
Up here without having to climb over a lot of fallen.
That's true. So, at some point in the future, we'll be on our porch.
Yeah.
And then what do you think the front of the house is going to be? Here?
Yeah. So I think that the house is going to sort of face out this way.
Uh-huh. Let's go a little further up.
Depending on the floor plan we choose, we might have a garage right there, and then living kitchen area over here. But I really want the bedroom to be back where you're standing, like toward the north side, with the south face. And this is south. So with the south facing being the porch, the living area, the